Okay, so walk with me here. Imagine getting kidnapped from your peaceful life on Earth, and then you are forced to go to school in hell. Like, that's actually basically the same place. Mobile dating sims are nothing new, especially like the ones aimed towards female audiences. So while low and D space may be blowing up, the dating sim space now, can I turn your attention to what I loved all those years ago? Otome is a Japanese dating sim, and I downloaded it in 2020, and I used to run dailies alongside Mr. Love. Oh my god, back to back. The premise of Otome is that you are a transfer student sent from Earth to hell, or it's called the Devil Dome in the game. Oh, and if you didn't really want to be a student, that's unfortunate. And if you wanted to go back to Earth to see your friends and family, that's also unfortunate because you can't. The first thing I did was let's introduce our first character, Lucifer. Like, hey, can I go back? And he kind of just fucking ignores you, so that's great. Anyways, the premise is it's your job as the human transfer student to help build relationships between humans and demons, hell and earth. There's one other human that's also there that also gets on my nerves. He's fucking like 100 years old. He's multiple hundreds years old. There's also transfer students from heaven as well. My wonderful, beautiful Simeon, and then there's also Luke. So you were told that you are going to live in the house of lamentation with Lucifer and his 6 quirky brothers. Can I just make a point of how insane it is? Can you imagine if you were a girl living your life called down to hell, and now you have to live with 7 men in one house? Demon men, actually. And mind you, when you're first called down, Beale, the avatar of gluttony, immediately asks if he can eat you. Like, not even in a hot, sexy way. He dead ass wouldn't take a bite of your leg. And that's honestly like not even the worst part. I mean, they also threaten your life a lot and do attempt to attack you, so that's also like another issue that occurs. That's not even the worst one. The worst part is that you still have to go to fucking work. They don't even give you a stipend. You still have to work a job. Why don't you call me down and you don't even give me a weekly stipend? It's like, mind you, the prince of the underworld coordinated this. I know you have money. You're just big and greedy. I know you have money. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go down the list of Lucifer and his 6 quirky brothers that are inhabiting the house that you live in. The oldest is Lucifer, and he runs a strict program, let me tell you. And that includes you. You are also included in the strict program. He's actually the strictest with you, if we're being honest. He has a slight favoritism towards all of his brothers because they're his brothers, obviously. Just know, he does not.
We do not
care. He makes it honestly pretty obvious. All he cares about is his siblings. I love that for him. There are so many times that actually, because all of his brothers are just goofy, where I've been pulled into shit that I did not start or participate in. I simply was a bystander, an innocent viewer of the situation, and I will still be punished. But like, when you think about it, that is a very parental thing to do. Can you imagine like just being with your siblings, watching them get in trouble, and then you don't stop them? So now you're in trouble. Which honestly, I can't even get mad at him because he is basically taking up mom and dad rule. He's honestly more mom than anything, for being honest. Oh yeah, he's sworn fealty to do you follow the prince, who's, by the way, he's the ruler of the underworld. His dad is still alive. He's just sleeping. And he's also very evil. And he's like, wow, I sure hope my dad doesn't wake up anytime soon. Oh my god, that'd be it was really bad if he did. Like why shouldn't we get that under control before we do this? But I guess you don't want to waste another opportunity. I don't even think they really explain why his dad was evil, honestly. I think they actually shut the game down before they finished a part of the story. I could be wrong. I'm not caught up, and I kind of refuse to. It's too hard. Anyway, just rounding it up. Me and Lucifer, we got beef. And it's long-standing, deep-seated, unforgiving beef. I'm not gonna attack him because that would be idiotic of me, because he's very strong. He's the oldest, and he's the oldest for a reason. And I'm not trying to get in there. I mean, I'm not trying to tussle. I would die immediately. And unlike other characters. Unlike other characters, I know when I should not be picking fights with people that are stronger than me, especially with Lucifer. I know that Lucifer is strong, and unlike other characters, I will not pick a fight. Unlike others, you'll not be naming names. Second is Melon, and out of all the other brothers, he is my beloved favorite. He's kind of actually built to be like the favorite, which I actually think is cool, because he's like, not to be like super woke, but when do you see like a dark skinned love interest like pushed to be like have so much screen time? Like it's actually it's great. His shtick is that on the first day that you're sent in, you're basically just dropped off to him. Lucifer's like, yeah, you're gonna be watching over her the entire program. It's your job. You're basically just like dropped onto him. Lucifer's like, yeah, you're gonna be watching over her. He's like, I don't really feel like babysitting. He's like, yeah, do that for you anyway. And he just like leaves, and he's like, fuck. And begrudgingly just walks around with you. He's like very much an asshole to you the whole time. Like, don't get it twisted. He's like, I don't want you here. And I don't want to be watching over you. Like, I don't want you to be here. And you're like, wow, that's great. But like at the end of the day, he does do a good job. He just is an asshole about it the entire time, at least in the beginning. By the end, he just sort of picked up. Not even by you don't even have to go that far in, really. Like first arc, second arc, he's picked up this very cute tsundere vibe. And if you know anything about me and my tsunderes, it's that I love them a lot and they're very dear to me. So immediately I was biased, like tan skin and tsundere, like it was over. So I thought, if only there was like another tan skinned character that would show up soon. Oh my goodness. Another gorgeous man that was also tan skinned. Can we can we see? And then the third oldest is Levi, and his whole shtick is he's like the whole, I'm a gamer nerd. I'm a shy, awkward gamer nerd, pathetic loser. And I'm like, that's great, actually. Like, I know exactly what niche you're feeling, and it is like my number 2 favorite out of the brothers. I'm not gonna lie, when you first meet all of the fucking like they're all so fucking annoying. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you first meet Levi, he comes up to you and he's like, do you watch anime? And if you say yes, he doesn't believe you, and he immediately quizzes you like he's some fucking dude bro. And it's like, and because I guess you don't watch demon hell anime, you don't know what type of, like, he named something with an obnoxiously long title, so it's probably like a fucking seasonal isekai, and he's like, you don't know what that is, you're a liar. And then he immediately goes to calling you a normie, and it's like, you don't understand how this felt to me in 2020. Like, it actually felt like a slur. It actually worse. Like, I would prefer you'd say something like, that was the most hateful thing I'd ever heard said to me. And he does it multiple times. Like, he just calls you a normie over and over and over again. Like I really ought to fight. It doesn't really sting as much as it does now, because normie is kind of like a phased out term, but I need you to know that when you called people normies on the internet, like that was like equivalent. That's the equivalent of him calling you a fucking NPC to your face. Like, can you imagine if you ask someone if they like anime, they don't know that you quiz them because they don't know the anime that you watch, and you say you call them a fucking NPC back to back to back to back. Like, let's fight. Like get out of here. But eventually you get on his good side, and he obviously forces you to watch his favorite shows, which is great. And he plays games too, like that's cute. But that whole normie shit like pissed me off something fierce. The fourth oldest is Satan, and let me tell you right now, me and him got serious beef, obviously, because he's just such a great brother, and he's just obviously a very reliable, and he's an amazing love interest, and I'm completely unbiased on this. I'm really trying my best. You can trust me, I'm completely unbiased. Do you want me to list his amazing qualities? Okay, well, he has some anger issues, but he does love kittens, so that's like his stick. That's his redeeming quality. He loves cats, but he is the embodiment of wrath, so he does have quite an issue with his anger. But he is a bookworm, and he does spend a lot of time studying, so if you like those types of characters, that might do it for you. But just know that he is a little angry. And weird, how does the anger manifest? Well, he has weird one-sided beef with Lucifer. I think that's why I can't stand him, because I need you to understand, his beef is entirely one-sided. Like, the most it is to Lucifer is like he's mildly annoyed by it, and only just because Satan is like insistent on it. Does that not? I'm so sorry to say, Satan fans, but I really like. Does that not give you the ick? He has this constantly like, I hate Lucifer. Oh my god. And then you got to Lucifer's like, and he's just like mildly like annoyed. Not even because like his brother's mad at him, but only when he does shit like make his coffee explode, like, and he'll just be like, oh, fuck, it's Satan again, and he'll just ignore it and then go about his day. Like, is that not what part of that is attractive to you? I need you to understand the opening to his arc as a character. Like, he sees you and the other characters. When you guys finish your arcs, you make pacts with the characters, so that it's like, well, see, game wise, it's to show that like you complete the arc. You got this character, like in Pokemon when you get a badge. Story wise, all you need to know for now is that you give up a piece of your soul, but in return, well, you give a piece of your soul to the demon, but in return, you can like control them with your magic power. Do we have magic power? We don't know, but that's what you do. So at this point in the story, when you start Satan's arc, because this whole time, like, he's like very indifferent to you, doesn't really talk to you that much, like barely. Like, I think he's there, but like if he does talk, it is like at the dinner table when everyone is around. He does not talk to you. So I need you to understand, at this point, he has barely talked to you, but he sees you getting packs with everyone else, and all you know is that he just doesn't like Lucifer. Why, we don't know. And so he comes up to you and he asks you, like, hey, I'm trying to get back at Lucifer. Make a pact with me. I know you're trying to make pacts with everyone. Like, make a pact with me. And you're like, why? Because it's like, it's odd because we barely talk to each other. Why do you want to make a pact with me? But you don't say that. You're just like curious. And then he's like, because I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to get back to Lucifer. He'll get upset if I make a pact with you because he doesn't want everyone to make a pact with you because he doesn't trust you. So you say no. like I don't want to make a pact for that reason. I want my pact to be filled with love and completion and making friends, like how I did with my other pacts. But you don't say that, obviously. You just say no. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel proper. And he fucking blows his shit and immediately tries to attack you. I think he does like put his hands on you. I don't think he hurts you. I think he just like grabs you. I don't know if he chokes you. I think he like just puts like his hand on your neck. He definitely does something to you. I don't know if he chokes you or just but you like, either way, is that not like crazy? You didn't make a pact with me, so now I'll kill you. What? And then like how do we go back from that? Like 0 to 100, and it's like obviously like okay, we when we finish his arc, he's like kind of he just kind of becomes the quirky guy that likes kittens and read books and then gets mad at Lucifer, and it's like really silly. But it's like you just put your hands on me for no reason. at least when Levi does it in his arc, we purposely rage bait him, and he doesn't even attack us until we rage bait him like 10 times back to back to back to back. Like I wasn't even trying to get you upset. And Memon doesn't ever. Memon never ever attacks you. Like let me start with that. So it's like where do we go from here? I don't get it. Let it be noted, while I do have beef with Lucifer and Satan, the most asshole out of all of the brothers is actually Asmo. Like for his arc, you and everyone are having a sleepover at Deviler's place. It specifically is his giant ass palace, and they're doing a tour of it, and one of the paintings is like those paintings that come to life and talk, and it's like from a real person, and she goes on to say, she's like, Asmo seduced me, and I was like the princess, and that caused my country to go into war and fall. And then you look over at Asmo, and he did not give a fuck at all. Like zero. And you looking at him expecting him to like apologize or say anything, and he's just fucking around. Like his ass is not listening. And here's the thing, like I love Asmo, and like specifically in a best friend type of way. And like I know that he's literally the embodiment of lust, and like how are you friend zoning him? But like listen, there's multiple factors at play here. Asmo's whole shtick is that he's like, oh yeah, like you're very pretty, not as pretty as me though, like I am the prettiest one in the room. Like he consistently lets you know that he's serving more face than you. Can you imagine going out and your boyfriend is prettier than you and actively serving more cunt? Like I think that would actually make me sick to my stomach. Actually thinking about it, I think this just ties into me being insecure as fuck. Like I can't handle all that. Like he's looking at me and saying he's the prettiest. He's pretty and handsome is the issue, because like you can't have both. Like that's just greedy. He's the prettiest and most handsome person in the room, and like he's telling me that, and he's absolutely correct. Like, and I just have to take that. Like, you are like fine, like I guess, and everyone wants him too. Like it's not like you're the only one that like thinks he's attractive. Like everyone also wants him, and like that's too much for me, including Solomon. Like I know, okay, like it's not canon, but like it basically is. Can you imagine having to break off a centuries old situationship and telling them that they can't mess around anymore because you cuffed him? Like that would make me sick. I don't even think I could win Asmo from Solomon if it came down to it. Like thank fuck Solomon falls in love with the main character, so I had to drive a wedge in between their relationship, like like those one throwaway female characters in yaois. it would go terrible for me. Like I wouldn't have been able to make it through the semester, and Solomon would have made sure that I didn't. But otherwise, like he's actually great. Like also, like he just does shit that is, I mean, like sure, like boyfriends can do that too, don't get me wrong, but like he'll like, oh, like let's do our makeup together, or let's do like our nails and get pedicures. And I feel like I need him more as a friend. Like can you imagine doing debriefs, both of you, as you guys are getting your nails done? Like I just require that. I guess you could do that too as like as partners, but like I just feel like the vibes are set up that it's just so much better as a friendship. I don't know. Like I feel like the vibes are there. For the sixth brother, also one of my favorites. Beal is honestly probably the safest person to be around in the house. Like his shtick is always he eats all the food. He's never actually tried to eat before. The one time in the season 1 specifically, because I'm not counting season 2 Beal, I don't know who that was a different person, they slandered him, but specifically in season 1 he only really goes into a rage one time, and that's because he had one pudding in the fridge that he specifically labeled, "This is mine, do not eat." And then you're chilling in your room Mammon texts you. He's like, yo, come downstairs to the kitchen. And you go, obviously, because you have nothing else better to do. And he looks in the fridge and he's like, yo, should we eat this? Well, I don't know what the options were. I know I said do not eat that. And does his ass listen? No, he obviously doesn't fucking listen, and he eats it. And Bill immediately at that moment happens to walk into the kitchen, and he sees Mammon eating his pudding, and he's specifically labeled not to eat, and he loses his shit. And that's honestly, like, can we even blame that on on his sin? Like that makes it even worse, because you know your brother is hungry all the fucking time. He specifically labels. Like even like later, because I was early on into season 1, and I don't think any other time we see him label food not to eat. Like, I think that was the only time I've seen him do it. Other times he'll just grab shit, and like, you know your brother is always hungry, and you're like, yeah, he said, he specifically wrote down not. Like honestly, even if it was a normal person, like, I feel like that's valid. Can you imagine saving a really good ass dessert in your fridge and your sibling ignores the note on it and decides to eat it anyway? Like, yeah, he doesn't even by the way, when he flies into a rage, he doesn't even attack you. He just like busts through the walls and tries to attack Mammon, but he just ends up like breaking like the walls, and you end up like not having, like, your room is broken, they have to get it fixed, so that you have to have like roommates with Beale for like a couple days. It was like, that arc was like cute, but yeah, but when you do start his arc, Luke, the little angel from the Purgatory Hall, is like, me and Solomon, not Solomon, me and Simeon, you know, we had a fight, and you know, I can't sleep over there, so I want to stay over here. And again, like, Beale is probably the nicest person out of all the brothers in the house. And also, Luke makes desserts all the time and Beale eats them, so it worked. And we sneak Luke into the house, you and Beale. And of course, Lucifer is not stupid. He knows. But mind you, it was literally just supposed to be for like a night, because they're having a fight. We sneak Luke into the room. Lucifer figured this out. He's like, yeah, I'm doing room inspections. Never before did he do room inspection. Never again does he do room inspection. So that's crazy. And Beale shoves Luke into his closet, closes it, and then Lucifer comes in. He's like, oh, let me check that closet. He opens it. There's nothing inside. And he's like, he's also confused. Like, I'm confused, Beale is confused, and Lucifer is confused. But, you know, he can't say shit because there's nothing there, so he leaves. And then you ask Beale, oh, where did you put Luke? He's like, I don't know. what the fuck you mean you don't know? So we assume he went back to his dorm. We go to school next day, Luke's not there. We're like, fuck. So we come back home, because no one knows where Luke is. They're like, where did Luke go? We're like, oh, if only we knew where he went. Go back home and look around for Luke, because we're like, he has to be somewhere in the house somewhere. During this moment, you know, because Beale is kind of like melancholy the whole time. We don't really know why, but you walk into like one of the areas of the house that's like not really seen, and we see it's like a recreation of his sister's room. Sister, you say? Yeah. Apparently, he tells you that when they were still in heaven, because they're fallen angels or demons, when they were living in heaven, they caused a whole fucking war. By the way, they caused a war, and their sister was killed in the war, and he's like it's all my fault, yada yada yada, and I miss my younger brother too. Younger brother? Yeah, what younger? I met all of your brothers. What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, Beale is half of a twin. Where is that twin? You'll hear about that later. Anyway, we leave out the room because Mammon calls us out to go to the basement. What is in the basement, you say? Well, Luke was found by Lucifer in the basement. You know what else is in the basement? A book that can control all the demons, or like them specifically. Why would you have that in your basement unguarded? And then he like starts spazzing out on Luke. He's like, I'm gonna attack you, like don't touch that shit, because Luke is an angel. And you know, Beale gets in there because we're running downstairs. We're like, oh, like it's not his fault, you know, like he got lost, he doesn't know where he is. And Lucifer starts trying to fight Beale. This is the first time I've ever seen Lucifer try to fight his brothers, by the way. And because Beale's always like he never, if he does get in trouble, it's because he eats too much. So like he doesn't even really cause mischief. So he goes up to Beale and he's like, so this is your fault. I'm gonna, you know, like I'm gonna have to, I don't know what specific word, but basically he's like, I'm gonna punish you. Yeah, I don't think that's the word he used, but that's basically what he's talking about. And so you get in there. you with your like no self-defense magic ass, like literally what can you do? But you get in there too. You're like, well, if you want to fight him, like you're gonna have to take it up with me.
I'm not upset with y'all because I know you're mentally ill, which is why one day I'm going to open up a hospital.
But Lucifer is like, well, listen, you either save Luke or you save Beale. Why would you say that? And you're like, well, I'm saving both of them. Like neither of them are gonna like be punished. Like you're not attacking either of them. And he gets mad and he's about to attack you. You pass out. Divala comes in just in time. You find out afterwards, because when you wake up, Divala comes out just in time to save you. Which is like crazy, because why am I here? Like it seems like I need to sit in the angel's dorm. Why do I get to have to sit in the demon's dorm? There's one human and 2 angels over there. I feel like I would be safer on that side. Why do I have to sit here? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and after that, you and Beale opens up to you and you're like, and it's like he that's like the most emotions he's had ever, until they slander him in season 2 and they change his character, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, about that twin, you counted, there are 7 brothers, and I only mentioned 6 so far. The 7th one is Belphegor, and he's actually the whole reason that you're making pacts with the brothers in the first place. All the way back in the beginning of the game, before you make pacts with anyone, because he is the embodiment of sloth. So he speaks to you in your dreams. He's like, come save me, come up here. You wake up, you feel some sort of, you know, vibe, voice lead you to the attic. But Lucifer wakes up immediately because he's like, yeah, go back to bed. You try again the next day, Lucifer catches you again. He's like, listen, if I see you come back here, it's gonna be an issue. So you have to like do some like shenanigans to get Lucifer's favorite like music track, and when you give it to him, because everyone's like, oh, this is Lucifer's favorite thing, like it's super rare though, like he'll love it. When you give it to him, he's like, wow, this is amazing. And he takes it and he looks you in the eyes as he takes it, and he's like, I'll surely be in my room the whole night. So why the fuck? Like, you see how passive aggressive he is about everything? So you take that opportunity and, you know, you pass through it, because mind you, when you first asked about it to the brothers, they're like, oh yeah, there's like some magical barrier, like we can't walk through it. You walk up easily. And you go into it and you see him there. First he tries to lie to you. He's like, Lucifer trapped me up here, and I'm a human, like please help me, you're in danger and I'm in danger, please get me out of here. And then you figure out that, you know, Bill tells you like, oh yeah, like that's That's my brother. I have a twin. And you go back up there and he's like, oh, well, yeah, I am. You're still gonna get me out though, right? Like, so like, honestly, we should have known from the beginning there was something wrong with him. The main thing though I have to say about his character is that, like, yes, he's obviously an asshole, but like, he's the youngest and he acts like he's a cutie patootie. Like, for all of his, like, he's so cute, and like he's really cute when he's not being a dickhead. Like, even when he is being a dickhead, like, he's still like sometimes cute about it. Sometimes cute about it. So like, after you obtain everyone's packs, there's like this day when everyone is just chilling in the house. I don't remember what happened, but everyone is like looking around the house or something, and then we're all looking around together, and one by one, each of the brothers are disappearing until there's only you and Lucifer left. I'm just gonna tell you guys now, like, this was like a giant prank that they all decided to play for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Like, I think they tried to pretend it was like some like curse or like game that like put its stuff onto the house. This was just a giant prank. I don't know why they thought it would be so fucking funny to put me and Lucifer by ourselves. Not even like like a ship sort of way. Like, just like it was even like that, which is like, I think, worse. But you and Lucifer are by yourselves, and this is like the first time that you guys are alone without him threatening you. Like, he threatens you a lot, like a lot. like a lot. Can I tell you, actually?
Flashback.
Honorable mention. My favorite time he threatens you is during Asmo's arc, when you guys are in Diavolo's palace, and mind you, not your planet. Asmo and Mammon decided they're going to pull a prank on Lucifer and go into his room and take a picture of him sleeping. You did not make up this plan. Lucifer gets a vague idea of what's going on, but he doesn't know what. He just knows that his brothers are being really weird, suspicious, and he pulls you aside to like dance with you. As you're dancing, he's like, "What are you planning with Asmo?" And he doesn't. And he's like, immediately, he's like, if you, he grabs onto your hand like really, really tight, like it hurts. And he's like, if you do anything to endanger my brothers, like he basically says he's like gonna take you out. And if you try to pull away, you can't pull away. Like, he will keep you there. And the only reason that you're saved from the moment is because Solomon comes up and he's like, hey, like, can I have a dance with her? And like, that almost scared the shit out of me, because like, that's not, I wasn't even involved with the plan. Anyway, like, just so you guys know how like firm, deep-seated hatred I have for Lucifer. Like, it runs deep, and it runs far back. Like, it cannot be erased. This is a few times, like we have a heart-to-heart. Like, he's like, you know, like, I really appreciate like all you've done for family, because you're basically the family's glorified family counselor. You're their family therapist, basically. And you know, he's just talking about, like, you know, we've come so far. And basically, like, for the first time, he says like something positive about you, and that he actually like enjoys your presence. And then the attic door opens. What the fuck? He immediately goes to attack you. All progress immediately erased. Mind you, at this point in time, we don't know why it opened. Like you, the main character, don't know. Lucifer assumes it's you, and then Belphegor comes out. So he also assumed it's you. We're chilling in the room. I assumed MC like did something, but I was also confused. I'm like, when did that happen? Because, you know, sometimes they'll just do it like a cutaway and then it'll come back. So I thought it was like maybe like she did something, but I didn't get to see. No, like, everyone is confused. Like, I'm confused playing it. Like, me and the main character are equally as confused as to what is going on. And Lucifer immediately tries to come and attack you, and and the brothers have to step in and they'll be like, hey, don't do it. Like, I feel like this house is not a safe place for me. like, for clarification, it was like their dead sister's ghost. And, like, this whole arc is very long, but I'm not going to talk about it in detail because it was annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna fast forward it. Here is the brief breakdown of what happens. Buffy is angry because his sister died in the war because she fell in love with the humans. And now he's like, oh, I hate humans. Anyway, really stupid backstory. I feel like this family has a reoccurring theme of placing blame where it doesn't belong. Instead of being mad that the king of heaven killed your sister because she fell in love with the human, you blame the entire human race. Yeah, I'm noticing a running theme. Both with the youngest, actually, because technically, if you guys want to know deep lore, Satan is technically the youngest. He was born the last. The reason he's the fifth brother is because they place age by strength and not, like, actually born. Because he was technically raised by everyone. Like, he is the youngest, but they don't treat him like the baby for some reason. Beulah is the forever baby, because he's actually second last, oldest. But, he is baby. Everyone babies him. Even Satan babies him. Like, they all baby him.
How old are you?
You can tell because he's spoiled as fuck.
You are the youngest person ever.
So he's immediately like, yeah, I'm just gonna go down to the human world and just slaughter everyone. And Diavolo comes out and he's like, yeah, jail forever? And locks him up. And then, you know, Lucifer also gets in trouble because he's not supposed to be hiding a future genocider in his attic. I mean, it's basically also jail. Like, he was also in jail forever, just in the attic and not in royal jail. But yeah, and then you're like, oh my god, how could this happen? And then Barbados, that's not how you say his name, but I'm not gonna correct it. Barbados is like here, and he makes a portal to the past, which now causes weird time loop, just time travel implications going on, which I don't like because they weren't like I don't. It's bad. They don't know how to handle time travel. At least I don't feel effectively. Like, I only watched one season of Doctor Who, and I feel like I have a better understanding of this than all of the writers. But you know what? It is a visual novel, so it doesn't really have to be their forte. Anyway, he sends you to the past where you go back and try to intervene, and then he comes out. He sends you to the past. You go and find out that you are the descendant of their sister when she was turned into a human. I know. Don't get me started. So you go and try to intervene to tell them that information, and then you see yourself in the current timeline, which is correct rules, I guess. But you know, like the whole you're not supposed to look at yourself. They immediately break that rule. Anyway, he looks at not you, but that timeline's you, and kills her. Like he strangles her to death. And in front of every, like, my thing is, like, none of the brothers stop him. Like you just die. and then like, but Mammon comes up and he immediately, like, is looking at your body and, like, cradling it, and then, like, your body disappears. That's not how it works. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking? Anyway, your body immediately disappears, and then you're there again because you watched the whole thing go down. You were just, like, slightly away, and you go up, and you're like, and then you tell him, like, yo, I'm, like, your sister's descendant, and then they, like, confirm, and then he's like, you're a fucking liar, like, I'm gonna kill you again. And then everyone, Diavolo and Barbados confirm it. He's like, no, like, she's, like, for real, like, she really is. And I don't know what words are exchanged between that, but not enough, because he instantly stops, and then it cut to, like, and I don't remember, like, next chapter, like immediately after, like, same night, same day, like, within 24 hours, I assume this happens, because because the next arc wouldn't make sense otherwise. So like, I guess same night this occurs. It cuts to all of the brothers snuggled up on the couch, including Belfi. Why is he here? I would not. He just tried to kill me. He literally did, actually. He literally did. And you guys are just all cuddling. And it's like, first off, there's a lot of things to address here. Why is we're fine with him? Like that easy? Like, I'm fine? Like MC is not gonna raise an issue, but I would not want him anywhere near me. Second of all, why are you guys happier now that you find out I am distantly related to you? That, why? You guys are like great uncles. If we're ignoring the fact that when she was turned from an angel to a human, her DNA would have been different. Whatever, like, fine. Like, even so, like, it's still weird. Why do you like me more now that I have a relation to you? Like, does that not bother you? It bothers me. And then the next arc is everyone, like, getting used to daily life. They all try to include Belfi, but they're also really fucking awkward about it. Like, it's great. They're like, yeah, Belfi, Levi literally calls him to, he's like, yeah, Belfi asked me to play games with him, so I need you here. Like, and he's like, I don't know how to play games with him. So, like, off the bat, the next time that they have to go to school, immediately, like, I think he wakes up late, but for sure, he's, like, sitting at, like, the table eating breakfast. Everyone else is ready. They're like, okay guys, like, let's all go walk to school together. And his emo depressed ass is there, like, like, just sitting there. And then they kind of know what to do with him, so they kind of just leave him. But you as the MC, I knew the correct option was to just invite him. I would not have done that. I would have been petty in real life. I don't know if there is an option to ignore him, but I definitely would have. But I did not. I know I have to play the game as family therapist, so I just was like, whatever. And I was like, come on, like, let's go to school. Like, you're included in this. And he's like, no. Like, I don't want to. Like you have to double down and just be like, come on, like let's go. I don't know if they have two choices in case the first time, but I do remember doubling down, like, that's for sure. But in case the first time you don't, you don't try to grab him, which I think would be so funny if they actually gave you the freedom. But knowing this game, they really try to push you to be nice in areas that I would not give any of the love interests the grace of being nice, because you don't deserve it at all. Especially him. I think Belfi's is the most egregious, because it's like, you really just tried to kill me and it worked because you just killed an alternate timeline version of me. So, like, why am I being nice to you? This scene later, I think that I was, like, really cracking up at, where Levi pulls you into the room and he's like, listen, I need you here to play games with me, because Belfi asked to play games with me and I don't want to be stuck alone with him, because I'm not gonna know what to say. So I need you here to buffer that. Like, is that not crazy? Like, that's your brother. What am I gonna do? But, like, it works. And then you sort of have to play gopher and sit in between everybody as they get along with Belfi and they become best buddies again. And it's like, I just got here. That's your guys' brother. What am I gonna do? I mean, I guess it works, because then they don't feel guilty for hanging out with him. But that's not what they express. They just express awkwardness. Like, they don't know what to do with him. It's not guilt that they're hanging out with him because he tried to kill me. They never bring that up ever again. The closest thing that they do is at, like, you know, when it's like a party and everyone's like, yay, like, that's And after, I guess, he becomes close to everyone again, you meet up with him outside of the party, and he's like, I don't even know why you're being nice to me right now, and like, I agreed. And that's kind of it. Like, he doesn't really explain it. He's just like, yeah, it's kind of like a dick to you. And he's like, dick is an understatement. And then he gives you his pact. Like, I don't want this, first of all. Like, you can keep it, but he gives you his pact. I guess it works in case he tries to he starts acting up again. He gives you his pact, and that's kind of how it ends. Like the current after that, it flash forwards to like closer to like the end of semester, and Lucifer is like, everyone's hanging out. You know, you do your rounds. Lucifer pulls you into his room, and he's like, he basically like, he pats you on the back. He's like, you did good, and like, I'm actually really glad that you joined the school year, even though I didn't want you to, and you're an important part of our family. And at this part, I was like, oh my god, I've been accepted. Like, you know how hard it was for me to be accepted into this family? Lucifer is strict, and like, this is the one moment he's like, you are one of us, and it's like, oh my god. Like, and it's, I mean, I get it. Like he literally started a war for his family. So like, to earn his trust was like, honestly, it was like one of the more satisfying parts of the game. Like, forget any of the dating aspects. Like, to earn Lucifer's trust and to officially join because Lucifer said so, was one of the most satisfying parts of the game. Like, I was actually like thrilled. I was so happy. And that kind of wraps up like season 1 as a whole. You get to like, you know, like, I think at the end you get to like choose like who your favorite is. It doesn't really do anything in like story wise because there are no routes. If you do like actually want to like date, I mean, you can like kiss them, and like, you can like pick options that favor them, but like, it's nothing official, at least in like season 1. But in season 1, there's nothing. If you do want to like do anything focused on one character, you have to pull the cards and unlock keys to that card, and you better hope that the card is a good card, because if it's not a card with a good date, then you're screwed, and you just kind of gotta suck it up and wait until you go pull another card with a favorite character that also has a good date. And it's probably gonna be a really rare seasonal event. Overall, I feel like Otome has like some of the more, I wouldn't say it has better writing, but I definitely gives me replayability, because even though I might not want to date every character, and it's like, oh, I don't feel the point, but like, it does keep me coming back solely because of how chaotic everything is. Like, and they have like a pretty good format down, and I haven't gotten sick of it yet. Even like, dude, like this actual storyline, just like the ability to introduce an art, cause chaos with, you can always use Grandma as a plot device, rinse and repeat. And I feel like they've done a pretty good job of slowly introducing lore into the games, and it just has a special place in my heart for how much I care about every single character. Like, it's actually annoying because I don't think I'll ever be able to fully drop the game. I kind of just come into it like every couple months. I kind of have to get back on the grind of the cards though. Like, it's not because I don't want to play the story, it's because my cards aren't strong enough. Like, I promise I would have finished it by now, but skill issue.